is a squared minus 3a plus 1 is equal to 0. And a is not equal to 0. Ananya, we did this kind of question earlier. Tell me, what do we do? So we have a squared minus 3a plus 1 is equal to 0. What do I do here?
A square is equal to minus 1 multiplied by 3 upon a.
No, we do a squared plus 1 is equal to 3a.
Okay.
Right? Because we need a plus 1 upon a. So we need to convert this into the format of a plus 1 upon a. So now dividing each side by a. What will I get?
Plus 1 is
A plus
equal
1
to
upon
3.
a will be equal to?
3.
We did a very similar question. I think the same question earlier. What happened?
But I forgot.
Okay, this is one thing I don't want you all to repeat again to me that you forgot. Okay, you can forget a formula, but you cannot forget the working around it. Maths has to be understood. Stop mugging up maths. Stop mugging the formulas, and applicability of the formulas has to be understood. All of you, did you get this? Don't say I forgot. That means that you're mugging up maths, right? We need to understand the process. Whenever I'm solving a sum, you need to understand why we are doing what we are doing. Okay? Once you understand why, it's very easy to figure out what to do. But if you try to mug up the steps involved, then it will become difficult. And second part is a squared plus 1 upon a squared. Ananya, I hope you'll be able to do this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 12th is through.
So, okay.
Yeah, tell me.
A square plus 1 upon a square plus 2 is equal to 3 square. Then a square plus 1
Yeah, you can just solve
upon
it
a.
that way, right? That is it. So 9 minus 2 will be 7. So answer will be 7. Right? This we've done earlier. Okay. 11th question. Did we do 11th?
Sir,
Yeah?
I got that already.
Okay, 11th.
Now I got it. But the first subpart, something is getting wrong. That a plus 1 upon a.
11th question.
Yes.
A minus 1 upon a is equal to 8. A is not equal to 0. We need to find a plus 1 upon a. What's the issue here? Vishwa, what's the issue?
Sir, I am not able to solve it actually.
Okay, so let's start with what we know. Like I said, we need to start with what we know. Okay, so let's start with this. The only thing we can do here is that I can find a minus 1 upon a, the whole thing square. Right? Which is equal to nothing but 8 squared. Because we know a minus 1 upon a is 8. So squaring both sides, I can get this. So what will we get? We'll get a squared plus 1 upon a squared plus, minus 2 is equal to 64. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So what is a squared plus 1 upon a squared? 66?
64.
66. What happened to this minus 2?
Yes.
Other side? Right? Now we also know that a plus 1 upon a is nothing but a squared plus 1 upon a squared plus 2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we need to find out a plus 1 upon a. That's a question which is asking us. The squared here. So this is nothing but we already know the value of a squared plus 1 upon a squared, that is 66 plus 2, which is 68. So we know that a plus 1 upon a, the whole thing squared will be 68. So squaring both the
Yes.
sides, finding out the square root on both the sides, we get a plus 1 upon a is equal to root 68. Root 68 can be written as root of 4 into 17, which is 2 root 17 plus minus 2 root 17.
So why do we write it plus minus?
Whenever there's a root, always a root is plus minus, because we know plus 2 squared is 4 and also minus 2 squared is 4. So root of 4 is
Okay.
both plus 2 also and minus 2 also, right? So root of any number will always be a plus minus of a number. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Whenever we have root, always write it plus minus. Okay, got this now? 11th question. And second part, I hope you did
Yes.
now. A square minus 1 upon a
Yes.
square is a minus 1 upon a into a plus 1 upon a, multiply both.
Yes, sir.
Anyone had a doubt in the 11th question? Okay, moving ahead. That's why I tell you that to learn all the identities, keep that in mind. Okay, and relate to whatever we've been doing so far. What the question is asking and what the information is given. Always try to relate that. Okay. 13. If a squared minus 5a minus 1 is equal to 0. Same question. I hope you'll be able to do this now.
Yes.
We did this with Ananya. Same thing, we'll take 5a that side, so we'll get a squared minus 1 is equal to 5a, divide both sides by a, so we'll get
Sir, I found that only.
5. Right?
Yes.
Then you want a plus 1 upon a. You already know how to find a plus 1 upon a given a minus 1 upon a. We just did that.
Yes, sir.
First find out a minus 1 upon a, the whole thing square. AB is not given to you, right? And then you can find a plus 1 upon a.
Okay, sir.
And third part is a squared minus 1 upon a squared. This also is easy.
Yes, sir. Now I will be able to do it.
1 upon a. So this main problem was only this one, right? The first part. Once the first part is known, the second part is easy.
No, sir. I had did the first part.
Okay.
The second and third I was not able to do before.
Okay. If you all want, I'll give you another identity which will help you. See, everyone see this one, this part here. Okay. If you want, you can write it down also, but I don't know how much they'll allow you to do it in your exam. Okay, let's see this now. We know that a plus 1 upon a, the whole thing squared is a squared plus 1 upon a squared plus 2. Right? Yeah, yes or no? But now we want a relationship between a plus 1 upon a and a minus 1 upon a. Can I convert this side into a minus 1 upon a anyhow? The whole thing square? Can I write this like this? A plus 1 upon a, the whole thing squared. A squared plus 1 upon a squared minus 2 plus 4. Can I split plus 2 into minus 2 plus 4? I can. Now, what is this identity? So a plus 1 upon a, the whole thing squared is also can be written as a minus 1 upon a, the whole thing squared plus 4. Did you get this? This is another identity which you can use, but it's not explicitly stated in your book. I think you'll have to derive it with this step. Okay, so if either a plus 1 upon a is given to you or a minus 1 upon a is given to you, either of them two you can find out using this identity. You can copy this down if you want.
Sir, can you tell the third step again?
This is written here, Vishwa. This is clear.
Yes.
What is a squared plus 1 upon a squared minus 2? Vishwa, a squared plus 1 upon a squared minus 2 is?
1 plus 1 upon a square.
Vishwa, what is a minus 1 upon a, the whole thing squared?
a square plus 1 upon a square minus 2.
So what is a square plus 1 upon a square minus 2?
A minus 1 upon a whole thing square.
That's what we did over here. And plus.
Yes, sir, I know that. But first it was minus 2 plus 4.
Yeah, so minus
And
2.
now,
So a square plus 1 upon a square minus 2 we compiled into a minus 1 upon a the whole thing square. And plus 4 we wrote down.
okay.
Right? Yes, Ishan?
So this identity is derived from a plus 1 upon a whole square minus a minus 1 upon a whole square is equal to 4.
Yeah. Yeah, so either you write it that or you can derive it this way. Right? Okay. Let's go on to the next sum, which is 13th, 15th. The number A is 2 more than the number B. If the sum of the squares, so the number A is 2 more than B. So that means A is equal to B plus 2, right? If the sum of the squares of A and B, the whole thing square is equal to 34, find A and B. Who could not do this one?
Sir, I could not do this.
Okay, Sarah, let's do this question then. So we are given that A is equal to B plus 2. Can we just replace this here?
Yes.
So what will we get?
We'll get
B plus 2.
B plus 2.
Sorry, we get B
Yes.
plus 2.
No, we get plus B, right? B plus 2 plus B.
One sec. This is wrong here. The question is, if the sum of the squares of A and B, that is A squared plus B squared is equal to 34, not A plus B or the whole thing squared. Read the question, everyone. It's saying the sum of the squares of A and B. That means A squared plus B squared is 34. And we're given that A is equal to B plus 2 the whole thing squared. Right? So replacing this here, so what will we get? B plus 2 the whole thing squared plus B squared is equal to 34.
Yes.
Tara, expand.
So it will be B square plus 2 into B multiplied by 2
Which
plus
is
2
three.
square.
Yeah.
Yes.
Plus,
Plus 4.
Yeah.
4
yeah,
plus B square
equal to
is equal to 34. Yes.
sorry,
B
34.
square.
Yeah.
Yes. So B square and B square will be 2B square plus 4B is equal to 30.
Yeah.
So now it will be B square plus 4B.
You can divide this with 2 also. So we get B squared plus 2B is equal to 15.
Yes, B square plus 2B is equal to 15.
So we get B squared plus 2B minus 15 is equal to 0.
Yes.
Quadratic term, split the middle term. We want product as of AB as minus 15 and sum as plus 2.
Plus
What will be the factors? 3 and 5.
yes.
Vishwa, just a minute. So 3 and 5 are the factors. So we can write this as B squared. We want plus, right? So plus 5B minus 3B minus 15 is equal to 0.
Yes. So it will
minus of 3 into B plus 5 is equal to 0. So B plus 5 or B minus 3 is equal to 0. Either B plus 5 is equal to 0 or
B minus 3 is equal to 0.
either B is equal to minus 5 or B is equal to plus 3. And what do we need to find out? Find the product of A and B. So the product of A and B will be minus 15.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Yeah, Vishwa?
Sir, actually, I have done it in a little bit different way. So, can you tell if it is correct?
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, first it is given in our book that x minus y is equals to 2.
X minus Y is equal to 2.
Yes.
Okay, you took the difference between both. So you, instead of this, you took it as A minus B is equal to 2. Why are you taking X when the question is reading A?
Sir, in our book, it is given x. So,
One sec, what's the question? Okay, yeah, fine, sorry, X minus 2.
and then x
Yeah.
minus y is equals to 2. So, squaring the both sides, x minus y whole thing square is equals to 2 square.
Yeah,
So, now it is x square plus y square minus 2xy is equals to 4. And it is given x square plus y square is 34. So 34 minus 2xy is equals
what
to
identity are
4.
going to use? What identity, yeah, what identity did you use over here?
Sir, I just wrote x minus y square as x square plus y square minus 2xy.
So you took this as squared and squared.
Yes.
Okay, then you did x squared minus y squared minus 2xy is equal to 4.
No,
sorry,
sir, it
plus.
will be plus.
Yeah, plus. And then you can solve
Yes.
it this way also, correct? That's also fine.
I've done the same thing.
That's okay. Even this method is fine. No problem at all. Any other questions? All clear?
No, but you got answer minus 15, right? We are
Yeah.
getting answer 15.
What is the answer at the back of the book? Did you check?
Yes, sir, it is 15 only.
Did I get a plus and a minus? We get, okay, fine, sorry. I got the value of B, right? So we got B as minus 5 or 3. Okay. So what will become A? If I take, we have A is equal to B plus 2. So minus 5 plus 2 is 3. Right?
Yes, sir.
Which is minus 3, sorry, because minus 5. So minus 3 into minus 5 is, so we want AB, that is plus 15. And if we take B as 3, so again, A is equal to B plus 2, which is 3 plus 2, which is 5. So 3 into AB again into will be 5, which is plus 15. Yeah, I did not take out A, I just took 3 into 5, sorry. Right, same thing. Okay, any other doubts in any of the question? 16th question, I hope you all were able to solve it. Okay, let's move ahead then. Today we'll do expansions of the format of A plus B, the whole thing cube. Okay. A plus minus B, the whole thing cube. So let's start with A plus B, the whole thing cube first. This will be cube of the first number, okay, plus cube of the second number, okay, plus 3 times both the numbers into A plus B. Look here now, what easy way to remember this. When we do A plus B, the whole thing squared, what do? We do A squared plus B squared plus 2AB, right? We do A squared, B squared plus 2 into both of them, right? Instead of this, what are we going to do? We're going to do A cubed, B cubed. Instead of doing 2AB, we're going to do 3AB, right? Into A plus B. So we add a plus B here. easy way to remember this. This is a hint for you to remember it because a plus b the whole thing squared we know by heart. So using that identity itself, you can just give yourself a mental hint how to remember this. Sometimes we also write this as a cubed plus b cubed plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared. Okay, this is one and the same thing. Sometimes we use this both of the identity depending on the question. Similarly, we have a minus b the whole thing cubed, which will be a cube minus of b cube. Okay. Remember this now because cube. So cube will become minus 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 3 times. So 3 minuses make a minus itself. Minus 3ab into a minus. We remember all of them are minus. That's all. It's very easy way to remember. Okay. Or we can write this as a cube minus b cube minus 3a squared b minus plus 3ab squared. Here there is a plus sign, remember this. Understood this? Just remember this formula here, this identity will be easy for you to expand it further. So now using this itself, we can also say that a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b the whole thing cube minus of 3ab into a plus b. Okay. And a cube minus b cube can be written as a minus b the whole thing cube plus 3ab into a plus b. I got this from here and I got this one from here. Right? Just transposing it on the other side. So here this plus 3ab went to the other side. Here minus 3ab went to the other side. So this is the relationship between a plus b, ab and a cube plus b cube and a cube minus b cube. So these identities you'll have to learn. This one, this one, this one, and this one. This is derivation, but learn it.
Sir,
Yes, Sarah?
I do not understand the last one. A cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b cube.
We have a minus b the whole thing cube is equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a plus b. This is fine.
Yes.
So I've just transposed this to the other side. So a minus b the whole thing cube plus 3ab into a plus b is equal to a cube minus b cube.
Okay.
Just transposing it, that's all.
Okay.
Okay. Have you all finished copying? Is anyone still copying? Raise your hand. Just raise your hand in case you're copying. You don't need to give a thumbs up. Let's move ahead then. Now we already remember we had like a plus b the whole thing square. We had a plus 1 upon a. So similarly, now we will also have a plus 1 upon a the whole thing cubed. Right? This will again be a cube plus 1 upon a cubed plus, now what will it become? 3ab. So a and 1 upon a will get cancelled into a plus 1 upon a. So this ab got cancelled. Why? Because we would have had 3 into a into 1 upon a. Right? So a and a will get cancelled. So we're left with only 3 into 1 of a plus 1 upon. Right? So that means that a cube plus 1 upon a cube is nothing but a plus 1 upon a the whole thing cube minus of 3 into a plus 1 upon. Just transposing, same thing what we did last time, just transpose this to the other side. Right? Similarly, we'll have for a minus 1 upon a the whole thing cube. I'll give you a time to copy it. Everyone pay attention first. A minus 1 upon A the whole thing cube. Ishan, what will this be?
Yeah, A cube minus 1 upon A cube minus 3.
Into
It's A minus 1 upon
A minus 1 upon A. Same identity as earlier. Instead of 3AB, it will become 3. So that means that A cube minus 1 upon A cube will be A minus 1 upon A the whole thing cube plus 3 into A minus 1 upon A. Okay. These identities you should know. All 4 of them in fact. But they can be derived also, so it's like pretty easy. Any doubts in any of these identities so far? These are important identities, very, very important this year. Because A plus B, the whole thing squared you've been doing last year. Only difference was A upon A plus 1 upon A, the whole thing squared. Those sums will definitely come. And A plus minus 1 upon A, the whole thing, this will definitely come for 4 marks. So we need to practice this. You need to bug this up properly. Don't make mistakes in plus minus. Start off with this one here. Okay. When it's A plus 1 upon A, everything is plus. When it's A minus 1 upon A, everything is minus. And then transpose, you can solve it. Any doubts in these equations? In these identities? Let's do a few practice sums then. Solve this question quickly. Do this one quickly. This is just for you to get into the habit of solving these cube questions. If anyone's not able to solve it, raise your hand. Go step by step and solve this. Paki, let's solve this quickly. Paki, are you there?
Yes, sir.
First, tell me the
So
formula
it
for-
will be
Tell me the formula for A plus B the whole thing cube.
A cube plus B cube plus 3AB into A plus B.
Okay. So let's start solving this.
So 2A cube plus 3B cube
Yeah.
plus 3 into 2A into 3B,
Yeah.
2A plus 3B into 2A plus 3B,
Okay.
which will be 8A cube
Yeah.
plus 27B cube
Yeah.
plus
2 3s are 6, 6 3s are
18AB
yeah.
into 2A plus 3B.
Okay, further expand because we cannot leave a bracket. Okay, whenever we need to expand fully, we need to even open this now. So what do we get?
8a cube plus 27b cube plus 18ab.
No, 18, 18 to 2.
No, sorry.
36. A squared B. 18
Oh,
AB into 2A
okay. Yeah.
and 18 AB into
36a
3B
squared.
will be
3b.
54 AB squared. Right? This is why
Okay.
what we can do instead, when you're going to evaluate this, what we can do is we can do 2A the whole thing cube plus 3 plus 3 A squared B. So A
Yeah.
squared is 2A squared into 3B plus 3 A B squared plus 3B squared. This other formula that we had, A plus B, the whole thing cubed is nothing but A cube plus 3A squared B plus 3AB squared plus B cube. Okay,
Yeah.
this formula is going to be used directly. So whichever
Yes.
you use, either this or this, it doesn't make a difference, but we'll have to open it ultimately in this case. Yeah. This is used
Yes.
in a lot of places when A plus B is given and we need to find out A cube plus B cube and something like that. I hope you understood the difference between both of this. This is used when A plus B and AB are given to you and you need to find out A cube plus B cube. This is used to expand further and evaluate.
Okay, sir.
Right? Everyone clear on this? Let's do one quick one. 4A minus 5B the whole thing cube. Quickly. Expand fully. One minute. Samantha, let's do this quickly.
Yes, sir. 4a the whole thing cube
Yeah.
minus 5b minus 3 3 into 4a the whole thing square multiplied by 5b
Yeah.
minus 3a
Not minus plus.
plus 3 in multiplied by 4a 5b the whole thing square
Yeah.
minus 5b the whole thing cube.
Okay. Which is equal
It
to?
will be 64a cube
Yeah.
minus 3 into 16a square.
Yeah. So 3 into 16 will be 48, 48, 5. 240.
Yes.
A square B.
40a square b plus
Plus. So 5 square is 25. 25 into 4. 100. 100 into 3.
300. 300 ab square minus 125 b cube.
Okay. Now here everyone remember this is a plus AB square. It's not minus. It's a very common mistake that you all will do. You write a minus here. Remember this is plus AB square, not minus AB square. Okay, this is one part that you need to be clear on because it is A cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. So this minus and minus will become a plus. So wherever this b squared is there, this one was a plus. Remember this. This is a very common mistake. Don't make this. Okay,
Okay.
fine. Any doubts in whatever we've covered so far? No? All clear? Okay. So that's it for today for maths. You can log in for science now. Bye everyone.
Bye.